Hi guys, it's Winifred. I bet you didn't think you'd see me like this, did you? I just want to pop on and do a really quick face for you. One that I used to use on a regular basis when going to work. And let me just reiterate that I did not wear a lot of product on my face going to work. I didn't wear foundations. I just kept it relatively simple, guys. I use, right now I'm using Oil of Olay Regenerist Moisturizer. I take a little dab of the Nars Laguna Illuminator. And I hope this comes across on film. I really do. Sometimes, you know, when you do a lighter makeup, it just doesn't show up. And I just want to say that, you know, I don't put a lot of liner on. I usually just tight line, guys. So, yeah. You can see that Laguna just kind of gives your skin a nice little glow. And I hope it's coming across. A lot of times it doesn't. But it just gives your skin a nice little glow. And then after that, I'm going to use the Smashbox primer. Now in between, I usually let the moisturizer soak in a little bit. I'm not doing that today, but I usually do. Make sure I get that primer in. And I've been using this primer, guys, for a couple of years now. Now you might have remembered me talking about I have the discoloration in my lip. What I do to remedy that, guys, is I use a little bit of MAC's. You know what? Oops. Didn't moisturize my lips because that could be a little dry. I've been using this Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour. Guys, it's not the business. So I will not be repurchasing that. I mean, it might be a good moisturizer, but I've got good moisturizers, so I don't need to purchase that solely for that. So let me just dab a little bit of that off. I just want to give myself that little layer of moisture. And I dab on a little bit of MAC's Laying Low to kind of give me like a blank canvas, if you will. And let me get my stick foundation, Bobbi Brown in Golden. I don't use this all over my face, guys. I just use it underneath my eyes and those two little dark spots on either cheek. Now, I just rub that up underneath, rub that here, rub that there, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Nothing drastic. I've never had like problem skin, acne or breakouts or anything like that. I don't use a whole lot of different products on my skin, and I do not like to use foundation every day. Guys, I don't think that, well, at least for me, if you don't need it, why use it? You know what I'm saying? So I think that for work, this powder and a little bit of that, a little bit of the foundation does the trick. You know, I don't think you need too much more. I think sometimes we overdo it. Okay, so what I'm doing now, guys, is just brushing my eyebrows up. You can see that I don't have any tails to my eyebrows. So I need to add those. And I use my Anastasia Brow Wiz, which this one I'm running out of. So let's just hopefully get through this. So what I do, guys, is I just draw it in. See that? And then I just fill it in. That is it. Nothing fancy. No sculpting. Just draw it in. I don't think that, I don't know. I just, for me personally, I don't like my eyebrows to be too exact. I like them to be natural. I like them to be pretty much as they are. I've got one eyebrow that is thicker than the other one, and it's a little straighter than the other one, and you know, I keep it that way. I don't try to correct it in any kind of way. But that's pretty much it. Then I give it another little brush. And if I need to fill it in, I fill it in. But those are my brows, guys. I don't go crazy with them on a daily basis. I don't carve them out with concealer when going to work. Now I might, if I had a business meeting to go to, or if I had a college to speak at, or something like that. But other than that, this is it. This was it. And I put my my model in the bottle on. Then I usually would take MAC's Prep and Prime, but I'm not. I'm going to use Urban Decay's Anti-Aging. Primer Potion. And I am just going to put that all over my eye. And I usually use MAC's Painterly paint pot on the mobile lid only. I mean, if you have oily lids, or if that's what if you use it all over, that's fine. But I usually just use it on my mobile lid. And guys, you know what? My nails are growing back, so I can't just stick my finger in the paint pot like I did when I didn't have any nails. So here, I'm just putting it on the mobile lid. And you know, sometimes a paint pot could be enough. And you know what? A lot of times, even with like the Constructivist, which has a little frost to it, that is enough for your eye. Now, that's all I'm going to do with that for the time being. Now, you remember I was saying that blunt was just like my go-to blush. Okay. So here I'm just using blunt right kind of like in the transition area. And I'm not being as exact or precise because, guys, I am not using a whole lot of different colors. Natural. All right. Now I'm going to use the Revlon Beyond Natural. I usually take this, not the lightest shade, but the next to lightest shade. and use this on the mobile lid. Using my fingers, guys, using the fingers. And that's cool. Not being particularly precise because I can blend that and you'll see later on. But I just want to make sure I get that little bit of color on the eyelid, the mobile eyelid, to provide me with that definition. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is just put a little bit of this, the lighter color. I'm going to put a little bit of that on my brow bone. And I hope that this is showing up. And I know sometimes, you know, it doesn't. And again, don't fret. It looks a little sloppy right now, but that's okay. It's a cream, and I'm going to, it's kind of like a cream to powder, and I'm just going to run my finger over it. And that's it. And if I have to touch up my eyebrow again, I will. But that's it. And you know, sometimes, I mean, I could stop right there if I wanted to. But I'm going to give it a little bit, just a hair bit more definition. Nick the eyebrow. Just a hair bit more definition. Going through the crease. And I'm going to take the darkest shade, this darkest shade right here, and just run this a little bit in the crease. And I really like this one, guys, because it's just so soft and easy to blend. I mean, and there were times where I used like a deeper brown to do this, and it's a MAC deeper brown. But you know, not all the time. Like this was just enough to give me definition during the day. And like I said, it was so easy because it's cream. And if you mess up anywhere, you can blend it out with your finger. So this is pretty much the eyeshadow look, guys. And then what I would do, and I'm just going to use the Perversion today because, hey, why not? I hope that it will show up a little bit more. Now, guys, what I do is I tight line. I don't put, when I was going to work, I did not put eyeliner on top of my eye. I just tight line. And, yeah. And it normally didn't even take me this long to do. But because I'm talking, it's taking me a little longer. And I need to sharpen this a little bit. So I dulled it out. And then if you want to, you could always just like intensify it at the corner. And that's pretty much it. Now, I would use either my L'Oreal mascara. Today I am going to use Smokey Lash because that's what I have. I'm I'm out of my voluminous. And I do something that's kind of wasteful, but I wipe the excess amount of mascara off because I don't like my eyelashes to be clumpy. And going to work, guys, I don't necessarily need long, crazy, goopy lashes. I like them to look, again, natural, believable. And, you know, like I said, it depends on what it is you do in life. I mean, if you're working for a cosmetic company or something of that nature, then yeah, you can get away with wearing different color eyeshadows and things like that, and heavier makeup. But I could not. Like I said, I was a manager for Walgreens for some years, and I never knew what I was going to do that particular day. Now, if I was working in my stock room or if I was setting an aisle, then this was the makeup that I was wearing. I didn't want anything particularly heavy on because I would be sweating all day. So this is what I would do. And it worked fine for me. A lot of times I would have to go to the district office for a meeting and whatnot. So when I did that, guys, yeah, I mean, I popped it up a little bit, but going to work on a daily basis, no. And now I'm just going to do a little neutral lip liner. And I believe this is MAC's BBQ, because you know I'm putting on a new lipstick. Hit the corners just to give me a little definition. I'm using Inglot. And there's that. Guys, I didn't put on my my blush. Now, what I used to use was blunt. I would use it starting at the back. It was a deeper shade for me, and you can't really tell from this. But I would put it on starting in the back, and then I would just use a neutral shade of blush. And excuse me, I have got so much stuff over here, and I didn't get my blush together prior to me shooting this film, as usual. But you can see it's a very neutral, natural look. And this is what I liked for work. Excuse me for jumping out of the frame. My little film. My little film. A little bit of blush. And guys, that was it. Now I hope you can see. It's just a really, really neutral look, natural, but popped up. I don't have really, really long eyelashes, so, and mind you, I do not could not wear falsies to work. That just, no. I didn't work in that type of environment. And like I said, when I have to go to corporate office for meetings or whatever, that just not would have been something that I was going to wear. So, having said that, and my face being done, I am next going to just pop on my little wig. And my look is just about complete. Now, when I come back tonight, what I might do is just do kind of like a nighttime look, or I might just save that for tomorrow. But this would be my usual go to work look. Neutral lips, neutral eyes, neutral cheeks, nothing too outstanding. Yeah guys, this is it. So tell me what you think. Thumbs up if you like. Rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you wear or can wear to your job. You know, all of us, I mean, some jobs you can get away with wearing a little bit more makeup. Sometimes I deepen it up and make it a daytime Smokey, but we'll show you those later. Okay guys, have a nice day. Bye-bye.